Okay, so here we are. Good to see you. It's been a long time. Good to see you. Let us know where you're joining us from in the comment section. Just let us know where you're joining us from. Oh, I can see Mani is already here. So let us know where you're joining us from in the comment section. Probably the country. I think the country will do. If you're in China, just China. Or if you want to put your specific city that you're joining us from, then that would be great. Voila, I think I got this guy. Okay. So welcome. I'm Orlando Tiablo, CEO of TI Innovative Tech, TIT. If you are just getting to hear my voice, to see my face, or to know me, I'm Orlando Tiablo. So today is day one of the program, and without much delay, I will just take a few comments from the comment section based on people that are joining us and from where they are joining us from. Okay. Okay, China, Liberia, Sierra Leone, China, USA, Pakistan, Wuhan, that's China as well. Sierra Leone, Bangladesh, China, Liberia, Bangladesh, Sierra Leone. Yeah, China people are a lot here. Pakistan, Nigeria, Liberia. Okay. Thank you for joining. To all of our people here with us in China, thank you so much for joining, and to our very many people there in Liberia, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, thank you for joining. And I'm seeing some of the speakers are here stopping us on us. Good to see you as well. Haji, Abel, they are all speakers that will be guiding us through in the coming days. So this is OWCC, that is the OSCC, the Online Summer Computer Concept. Probably if you are not in China or you're not experiencing summer at about this time, it might not be favorable to you, but for those in the region where we are experiencing summer, that's the event for us. So if you're not experiencing summer, whatever climate or weather you're experiencing now, please let us know in the comment section. How is the weather like in your area? If it's still summer, or probably if you're still experiencing winter. So this is day one. The program is going to go for 6 days from today to the 23rd. Let's take our welcome remarks from one of the volunteers. He has served as a volunteer for quite a long time now. Jala Gibson, if you are there, you can officially welcome us as we kickstart. Once you confirm, then I'll put the next screen. Jala?
Yes, I'm here. Am I clear?
Okay. Yes, you are loud and clear. You can go ahead.
Okay, good evening to everyone, and you are all welcome. Welcome to day one of OSCC 2025. We're pleased to extend a warm welcome and appreciation to you as participant of this training. On behalf of our dedicated teams, we applaud your passion and commitment to expanding your knowledge in the exciting field of ICT engineering, research, etc. Thanks so much for joining us as we develop, build, connect, and impact our community and the world. So again, you are wholeheartedly welcome to OSCC 2025.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jala, for welcoming us. It's like we are all missing OWCC. It was a great time last year. Let me see if this video permits me to play it. If we cannot get a sound now.
TIT with the color representation of green, blue, and white.
I explained though, but the sound is not coming from here because I have so many devices.
TIT will use technology to clear data, personal development, national transformation, evidence, and reform. TIT is operating on its 4 pillars: develop, build, connect, and impact. These pillars can be applied to individuals, groups, companies, nations, and society at large. Activities of TIT since its establishment have been: 1. Personal development of the founder in terms of higher education and networking with great minds. 2. Web development, etc. These videos are being uploaded to TIT various social media platforms like WeChat, etc. 3. Special classes or tutorials for individuals, among others.
For the last payment received, she has not given me yet.
5. Conducting global webinars, which are done during the winter and summer seasons, and many others. The prospect of TIT is to establish a free online learning platform at technical schools throughout Africa and the world. The takeaway for the audience are: 1. Exposure to a certain domain. Some might be in a state of dilemma. 2. Career or educational guidance. 3. Hands-on from the speakers, practical tips, tools. 4. Connections or networking with like-minded people within the industry. 5. Certification. 6. Future partnership. TIT is open to partnership for the betterment of humanity and society. We can only have a minimally criminal-free environment, job opportunities, small businesses, entrepreneurship, and a vastly growing economy when the minds of young people are geared toward finding solutions through the use of technology. Where there is a lack of creativity and innovation, the nation and its people are doomed to stagnation and economic hardship. So, join us at TIT as we develop, build, connect, and impact.
Okay, so join us as we develop, build, connect, and impact. That's the TIT right there for us. So if you're just joining us, welcome, and let us know where you're joining us from in the comment section by sending in your country. So the program, we're going to have 6 days, and after the 6 days, we going to issue out certificates to those of you that are qualified to get a certificate. So how do you get a certificate, or how do you become qualified to get a certificate? You have to attend 5 of the 6 days or all of the 6 days. If you can attend all of them, that's fine. If you can attend 5 of the 6 days, that's also fine. But we will not give certificates out to people who just attend 1, 2, 3 days and you want to get a certificate. The idea is we don't want to just give you paper when you have not gotten anything. High probability, if you probably attend all of the 6 days, there will be one of these days that you are going to get something. And just by you learning something new, just within a week, that's very important. And that's what we really want for you, to at least get something. Even if you will learn how to say hello during this period of time, it's going to be very important. And last edition, we launched a survey form.
We're excited to introduce our feedback system, a masterpiece of engineering and design. Built with cutting-edge, robust PHP, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and MySQL, this system is fast, secure, and user-friendly. Its features include: 1. Download option. Download your OWCD 2025 certificate after submission. 2. Seamless user experience, ensuring your data is securely stored and processed with lightning speed. It also comes with state-of-the-art validation and error handling mechanisms to guarantee a flawless experience. 3. Interactive features to make the process engaging and interactive. It's not just a survey, it's an experience. 4. Mobile-first design. Whether you're on a desktop or your phone, the form adapts perfectly to your device. This form is more than just feedback. It's a bridge between us and you, our incredible community. Your insights will help us shape the future of technology and continue pushing the boundaries of what's possible. At TIA Innovative Tech, we don't just build tools, we build possibilities. Thank you for being part of this journey. Together, let's develop, build, connect, and impact.
Okay, once more, you hear it again. Let's develop, build, connect, and impact. So at the end of the program, we're going to release the survey form, and then you can be able to give us your feedback. Most of what we did the last time, many of us suggested through the feedback that we should do the same. That is maintaining the number of speakers, the time, the duration of the program, and continuing to make the program free, because this is the 8th edition. And on all of the programs, we have not charged anyone to pay even 1 cent or 1 RMB or 1 Liberian dollar or 1 whatever currency you have. The program is totally free. The program is totally free, and it's been sponsored solely by the funder. Every other expensive and every other thing is solely riding on the sponsor and the organizer of this program. That is Olano Tiablo, myself here. So let's continue to support if you can. If you want to have a partnership or collaboration, we are also open towards that. Probably you just want to give us Zoom platform to run our programs every time, or you just want to give us technical skills, or you want to provide, maybe be a volunteer, be a speaker. So there are so many ways you can contribute towards the continuing of this program. There will be a admission process coming up, hopefully in December or January. By that time, maybe we'll be having the next program, or we might not. So you can just take a screenshot of this if you want to get enrolled at Hoha University. You can try your best and try to apply. Probably you might be lucky. This year we have more than 500 people that register as well. And the number have increased a little bit for the number of females that register for the program. And we have people joining from over 23 countries on this edition. We have couple of speakers for this edition. I'm going to be introducing the first speaker for the first day very shortly. And in subsequent days, we have other speakers coming on. So they will also be introduced as we move along. And certificates will be given. So this is the screen of the certificate that will be given out to you, the participant. And on the right and the left side, we'll also give our certificates to the speakers and also to every other person that would serve as a volunteer for the program. So on your certificate, you have a certificate ID that can also be used to download your certificate from the TIT website. We can also use that ID to verify so many things about you. Also, the certificate covers every other details with our social media handles as well. So we're going to give the certificate right after the last day of the program, as usual. We usually don't delay to give a certificate maybe after 1 week or after 2 weeks, no. Right after the program, we start to give out certificates. On the website, that is titnetwork.org. If you visit on the tab for training, if you go there, you see there's another button or menu for certificate verification. You can click on that and you're going to see the screen. So this is where you're going to be going to download your certificate. And the instructions are all there. You can enter your last name or you can enter your certificate ID to download your certificate. So that means we don't have to send you certificate manually or through your various social medias. If you want that, that's also fine. But all the people that will be qualified will get certificates automatically from the website. That is, you have to attend 5 of the 6 days or all of the 6 days. And you also have to be in attendance when we are taking the attendance. Thanks so much to all of the volunteers for this edition. That's Lucas. I think he said he will have some lab work. Nakili has been around for quite a long time now, serving as volunteer. Salome in Hope, also thank you so much. Sina Tana Woody II, Francine also has been around for so many times. Jala Gibson the same way, so many times been around. Jefferson, thank you so much. Ula, Saidu, my own man, thank you so much. MD, Toyidu Islam, Prince, Songo, thank you as well. Abraham, Christopher A. Laval, Junior, Mohammed, and lastly, Alpha Chroma. Thank you all so much for volunteering. So the next edition, we will have a rotation of volunteers. So you can also come on board to serve as a volunteer the next time. So if you want to know the website, you can visit, you can take a screenshot of this, even on Instagram. If you check for TIT Network _, that is our IG handle. You can find us on Instagram. And if you are not in the WhatsApp group, you can scan the QR code here to join the WhatsApp group, or just take a screenshot, and after the program, you can scan the code to join the WhatsApp group. There we're going to share the daily attendance. And if any of the speakers share their PPT, we're also going to share the PPT in that group. And also every other materials we have, we're going to share it as well in the WhatsApp and the WeChat group. So to join the WeChat group is already having more than 490 plus people in that group. So you can scan. The first QR code is my QR code directly, and then I can add you to the group because you cannot join by invitation right now. So I have to add you to the group. So you can scan that QR code, and then you'll be added to the, I can't hear what the speaker is saying. Can anybody hear me, please? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
loud and clear.
Yeah,
You
you
are
are
loud.
live.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
Okay, thank you. So you can scan the first QR code, that's mine, and then I can add you to the group on WeChat. But if you want to join the WhatsApp, you don't have to scan my QR code. You can directly scan the group QR code, and then you'll be added to the group. So every day, we're going to share the attendance record there, and then you can know if you actually were captured in the attendance record. So the YouTube channel is there. That is at TIT6299, or you can just search for TI Innovative Tech. So currently the subscriber is 122. I think it should be more than this, but at the end of the program, or maybe on day 3 or day 4, we hope that we can get more subscribers. So all of us that are here can just go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. All of the videos from the past editions, they are also there. At the end of today, this video will also be on the YouTube channel. So in case you make something, or this person was very fast, or this person was very slow, or you are not able to follow through everything that was said, you can go to the YouTube channel, and then you can be able to watch the replay or the playback of the video. And yeah, that can be very helpful. Also, we are on Facebook. We have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. The Facebook page is TI Innovative Tech, TIT, and the Facebook group is TIT Your Niche Technology. So you can find us everywhere. There's no excuse. This is the last slide before we hear from our speaker for today. At the end of the day, we're going to take our selfie attendance. This attendance will be taken at the end of the program. After the speakers, the very last speaker, we're going to do our attendance. So some of you usually, from experience, now you are here, but you might not stay until the very end of the program. And once we share the attendance record, then you say, oh no, I was in attendance. I was there when you were talking about applying to whole high. That was way in the beginning. So please stay until the end, because we take the attendance not in the beginning. We take it at the end of the program. So please, I hope all of us here will serve as a witness to this statement. If anybody say they don't see their name or they don't see themselves, you can reference them. Also, you can go on YouTube and watch the playback of the video and skip to the very end. You will also see the time we were taking the attendance. And you can pause the video to see if you were shown around that time. It's another way to verify your attendance. Probably we might make mistakes, or the screen might not capture you. So you can go there on YouTube, pause the video, see yourself there, and then send us a screenshot that, oh, you see, I was here, but you didn't capture me. So that's all. And at about this time, I'm going to introduce the speaker. Mani, if you are there, please, you can just give me a signal either by unmuting yourself or, yeah, I can see you here, but let me just hear you first. Okay.
Yeah,
I think okay, that's good. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we hear from Mani, most of you that have read my profile, I'm going to stop sharing and then you can share. Let me stop sharing. So most of you that have read my profile, you will see that sometimes or some places there you see MicroTech Network Associate or MicroTech Routing Engineer or Ubiquity Wireless Broadband Administrator. So this is the person who actually trained me and took the examination as well. So this is the person. So if you see that, it's not something fake. This is the this is the trainer of all of the programs that and those certificates that you see on Orlando's profile. This is the person. Back home when I was in Liberia, he was the trainer for the companies I was working with. That's eHealth Africa. So he did a couple of trainings for us. He's basically in Turkey, but usually sometimes everywhere around the world. Sometimes in Nigeria, sometimes in Liberia, in Sierra Leone also. I think by now his Kolokwa or his Creole should be should be good. But give it up for Mani. I don't know where he's joining us from now, but wherever he's joining us from, he's going to tell us. So in our comment section, let us give it up for Mani. Just welcome our speaker, and Mani, is all up to you. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Olano. Thanks for your nice words and a great introduction. I'm happy to be here and welcome to all participants here. Thanks for your time and joining us. This is a good community of tech people all around the world. And as Olano says, I'm a kind of international guy. I'm always in travel. He said about Africa, like Liberia, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, but I've been in China a couple of times. I've been in Pacific, like Japan, Philippines, Europe, US. I'm traveling. I've been actually traveling all over the world, but right after the pandemic, everything just went down. You know the pandemic, how it started. And then gradually after that, because the nature of the business have been slightly changed, I'm still doing my travels. Like next week, I'm going to go to Africa and Nigeria and Kenya again, but not like before. Well, I was in like 4 countries every month before, but now it's a bit calm. So as he said, my name is Mani, M-A-N-I, and I'm a MicroTech, Ubiquity, and Cambium certified trainer. I've been traveling all over the world, not only to train people, but also to form up their networks, because the main business for us is ISP, internet service providers, telcos, MNOs, any kind of service provider, including internet, IPTV, VoIP, any kind of infrastructure. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the new term nowadays called triple play. Triple play is about 3 types of services nowadays most of the ISPs offer, like internet, IPTV, and voice. These 3 are what we call them triple play. So most of the ISPs nowadays are trying to offer either of them or all of these services. So me and my team traveling all over the world to set up these networks, to build the infrastructure, train the local engineers to be able to support themselves. And even if we leave the country, we are still available 24 hours online. We have a big team of developers and network engineers to support ISPs. So let's say we've got like over 50 ISPs all over the world, in US, in Europe, in Africa, Asia, that we offer them remote support and consultancy. Anything related to ISP, anything related to platforms like MicroTech, Ubiquity, Cambium, Mimosa, FTTX networks, LTE networks, these are all our expertise. I'm a MicroTech trainer, I think since 2011, if I'm not wrong, Ubiquity trainer since 2015, and Cambium trainer since 2017. And I'm well familiar with all these products and kind of infrastructure that most of these ISPs need to use. But right after the pandemic, I mean, at the beginning of the pandemic, it was 2020 or 2021, we've started getting into software development world, and now we have an application called WISPGate. WISPGate is a comprehensive ISP billing and CRM system. So it's designed for ISPs. While it's a CRM and with a little adaptation or kind of adjustment, you still can use it for any kind of industry. But my point is WISPGate is designed for ISPs. It's an ISP billing and CRM application designed for internet providers. Today, I'm going to present you this application, but keep in mind, if you guys are ISP or offering consultancy to any service providers, this application would be exactly what you need, because it covers any kind of infrastructure, including LTE, wireless, Wi-Fi hotspots. It manages customers, internet connections, authentications, and so on. So I'm going to share my screen and walk you through this application. You guys are welcome to send us a demo request right after the meeting if you would like to play with it. We also can offer you 1 month of free application, which is on the cloud. And you guys can play with it, can onboard any kind of device, can simulate a network, simulate a customer, and so on. So my main point here today is about this application, which is called WISPGate. If you check it out online, you can go to wispgate.us. This is our main website for WISPGate, and you can see all the features and facilities. Just please confirm you see my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can see.
Yes.
So as I'm saying, WISPGate is a CRM or management application, management platform designed for providers, for service providers. Like basically we call them ex-ISPs, because the ISP can be a wireless ISP, can be a fiber ISP, can be a hybrid ISP, can be a telco, or what we call them MNO nowadays, mobile network operators, like any mobile provider in all of those countries can easily use WISPGate, and it's designed for this kind of companies. It's an all-in-one solution. So the goal of WISPGate nowadays, you know, most of the ISPs have a couple of different applications. If you're technical, I'm sure you're familiar with PRTG, with Zabbix that we use for monitoring and notification. You're familiar with applications like Dude Server. There are a bunch of monitoring applications, bunch of networking management. Like if you're familiar with UISP, CN Maestro, you know, nowadays there are lots of applications. But the main goal of WISPGate here is actually two things. First is being a central point of your network. So WISPGate would be fully flexible in terms of customization. We are not an application that tell you, okay, guys, this is an application. It's an application with a kernel feature, but you are very welcome to customize it based on your requirement. Maybe you can change the look, you can change the fields, you can change the approach, you can change workflows and scenarios and everything. So it's a fully flexible application. If you're familiar with its competitors like Splings, for example, most of you guys may know Splings. Splings is a nice application, but it is what it is. I mean, there's no change, no customization, no adaptation. It is what it is. It works well, but you can work with it as long as you like what it is. But if you want to make any change, if you want to do any customization, they are not really welcome that. The second thing here is about integration. Nowadays, we are in the era of integration. We are not in the era of software development. We are in the era of integration, because software development is there for almost a decade or even more. But now there are a bunch of applications. As a company or as an ISP, you may use multiple different applications, but your goal is integrating them all in the same application, having them all on the same platform, back up that platform, maybe on the cloud or somewhere else, and then you're good to go. Most of the people say that might be a single point of failure, but as long as you back it up somewhere on the cloud or somewhere else, it's not even a single point of failure. You can back it up, you can make it a redundant. We support all high availability scenarios. So WISPGate is designed to be a central point of your ISP, your internet provider, or better to say, your IT company. There are a bunch of different modules, including administrations, networking modules, things to monitor your network, to graph your network. Also, we have GIS modules. More than that, which are related mostly to networking. We also have some other modules like CRM things like marketing, sales, operations, and so on. So these are some main features of WISPGate. It does the smart billing with automated invoicing. Basically, if you have an ISP with 1,000, 2,000 subscribers, it would be a nightmare for you to go and generate invoice every month for them. So invoicing would be fully automated. It's a smart billing because we support any type of billing, including prorated billing, customized billing, hybrid billing, activation date billing, manual billing. All of those are already there. WISPGate can be a centralized point of all your configurations. You can back up your network configurations, network files, network integrity would be all backed up on this WISPGate, and because of the ACS module, it remotely can configure your customer devices. Imagine you are an ISP, your customer has purchased a router from you, but that router is not pre-configured. It's purchased without configuration. So customer takes it home, just plug it with the internet connection, and as soon as your WISPGate would automatically detect that CPE, we can also automatically configure that CPE. It does all the graphing, monitoring, and notification system. You can get notified for any kind of network outages, device problems, or maybe fiber cuts. You can get notified. It fully supports hotspot and Wi-Fi networks. You guys are already aware that Wi-Fi is very, very popular now. Wi-Fi and hotspot, which is a captive portal, is nowadays available everywhere. You know, any public areas like university campus, schools, bus stop, or maybe any public areas like stadium or any other public areas. Hotspot would be a very cheap internet connection that can be even cheaper than mobile internet. So it's very useful, very popular nowadays for any kind of events or gathering, or somewhere that you have a couple of more peoples that they need to use internet Wi-Fi either for free or paid. Hotspot is a good solution. We've got project management modules. You can manage tasks, events. You can populate your assigned tasks or events on the calendar. Marketing modules are there, like prospects, opportunities, lead module, and everything else like that. There is a customer portal and reseller panel. Customer portal, so customers can log into their panel, can see their packages, upgrade, downgrade, pay for the invoices. Also, we have a full reseller module. Your resellers can easily log into the system and can have their own customers, maybe with a different pricing and so on. Network provisioning is there. We have a very comprehensive ticketing system and many all other more features. Although, as I'm saying, because we are very flexible for any customization, if you guys would need something which is not available, or it is available but in another way, you guys easily can just develop it by yourself, or you can ask us as a feature request so we quickly can make that design for you. This is the list of your subscribers, your internet customers. They are either active or suspended. Although if they don't pay their bills, you can automatically suspend the customer. You can track them, their IP address, their packages, their MAC address, their CPE, their name, contact info, and everything. They get suspended automatically if they don't pay, but you also can manually suspend, and there are lots of all other functions in here. We have a live and historical graph. Customers can see their usage, their data usage, their speed graph, their historical data. Invoicing and billing, as I said, is fully smart and fully automated with the help of some AI engines. So we have very different features like grace period, trial mode, freezing mode. Freezing mode is for seasonal customers. Imagine you have an internet customer who just uses your internet for 3 months because they are just coming to the summer vacation. So you can freeze it for the rest of the day, for the rest of the year. Trial mode is already there. We have VIP status where you put your customers on VIP and we never suspend them. We have recurring, one-off or credit-based services. So there are lots of features on the billing and invoicing. When it comes to centralized configuration management, you can remotely manage all your Makrotik, Ubiquiti, Cambium, Cisco, Juniper devices. You can manage your FTTX network, including your OLTs and ONUs. If you would like, you can manage all of your certificates, SSL certificates. You can manage your wireless networks. You can change the SSID of the customer. Even themselves can change it by themselves. ACS, which is a remote configuration management through TR069 protocol, is already available. We have network illustrations, network mapping, GIS module, everything is already there. We have stock and asset management, which is a part of inventory management. Under inventory, you can manage your asset, you can manage your stock, you can manage your warehouse. More than that, we have a GIS module, which you can track all of your network sites, subscriber site, POP sites, and everything else. We have monitoring and graphing features like SNMP, syslog, live and historical graph. You can also interact with your customers with email and SMS because for any kind of outages or billing purposes, you can also interact with your customer with email and SMS. As I'm saying, hotspot and Wi-Fi management is already available. You can design your landing page by yourself. You can generate some vouchers. People can pay online. You can offer free Wi-Fi and everything else like that. There is a tracking system on that hotspot. You can track all of your recurring or new customers, including vouchers. Project management is there. You can manage your customers either through Kanban or Scrum scenario if you're familiar with them, things like Trello, for example. If you're familiar with Trello, these are scenarios on project management there. We have a calendar which is fully integratable with Google Calendar. You guys can assign tasks, events, projects, and everything to your staff or to your resellers, and you can have them all populated on the calendar. Under the marketing module, leads, opportunities, prospects, SMS email campaign, and we have KPI for performance reporting and all the reporting and also sales tracking is already available. So WISPGate is actually not new. It's there for almost 5-6 years, and we've got a couple of ISPs all over the world. We have in US, in Europe, not in China yet, but in Pacific, we have in Singapore, we have in Malaysia, we have in Hong Kong. It's a very versatile and flexible billing application. This is our demo server. Whomever interested can log into this demo server. I can provide you guys credentials. You just need to send us a mail. This is our website, WISPGate.us, and if you guys want to send us a demo request, you can send a demo request. If you want to communicate with me, feel free to mail me at money@wispgate.us. This is my contact information. Also, I can just quickly show you the application before going for a Q&A session. Right after this presentation, I give you guys like 5-10 minutes. If you have any questions, I'm available to answer. But before that, I would like to show you some live features in here. This is our demo server, but also we have some live customers on this application. GIS module, as I explained, you can track all of your networking devices, all of your customer sites, and you can provide some notification, outage notification for that. Although I didn't mention that we have HR module, for example, to manage human resource, to manage payrolls, paychecks, everything is there. Under the billing, you have invoices, service contracts. Also, we have auto signature or e-signature process, so your customers can also log into the system by themselves and sign any documents if you want. Both light mode and dark modes are available. Basically, I personally prefer dark modes. That's why I always start using dark modes. But some customers prefer light modes. You easily can change it to light mode from here. It has lots of other features like permission-based users, like owner-based users. You can provide different permission levels. Opportunity module is a way to track sales of every single prospect. You can design pipelines by yourself and you can track it based on that. Under the operations, you can manage projects, tasks, and events. You can track all of your projects and tasks. Also, as I'm saying, you can also populate them on the calendar. If you schedule anything like installation, meeting, or site server or something like that, all of those tasks would be populated on the map, on the calendar, sorry, and you can assign it to your staff. Under the support, we have a very comprehensive ticketing module. This ticketing module is supposed to be in interaction, to be used in interaction with your customers or maybe different departments of yours. We have call center module, and we have everything else. Under the finance, we have account module, expense module, and so on. There are lots of other things. So if you guys are interested, you also can play by yourself.
Hello, doctor. I can hear you.
Now I'm available. If you guys have any question or something in mind, just let me know.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for mining for that quick one coming up there from him. So please send your thank you messages in the comment section. And those of you that have questions,
the unconditional, it does.
Those of you that have questions, please raise your hand, and we're going to take at most maybe 3 to 5 questions, 1 minute each person. So if you have a question, just raise your hand, and then we can take you. There's a feature on go to Reacts, and then you will see the option to raise hand. Okay, Elijah Mo. Elijah, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, my question is that I want to know if WISPGate supports both building and network management in one system.
Sure, definitely you can use it.
Okay.
You can schedule some tasks. You can assign things like installation, survey, meeting. You can schedule anything on the calendar. You can use ticketing, project management.
Okay, so thank you.
All right. So that's let me check the comment section. All right. So there is no other question so far. But Mani, for the sake of maybe some people who are not so into networking or much more into technology, but are still following the program, if you have to summarize everything you just said, what is the importance, maybe for the person doing business or for a student or probably just a normal person? What is the benefit or what is the main importance?
Okay, let's not talk about very big or giant ISPs with thousands of customers. Just imagine you're a very local or you're an ISP just in your own neighborhood and you're offering internet service just to your neighbors. Imagine you have just 100 customers, right? Generating invoice, managing the billing and accounting and authorization for just 100 customers would be a nightmare. Because if you are an ISP, or better to say small ISP, you don't have enough human resource, right? This is the way to have a less human resource, but increase your efficiency, because your people just need to interact with the application. You don't need to call your customers for the lack of payment or unpaid invoice. You can just quickly send a message in a couple of seconds. You can send them a mail. You can just interact with them with your ticketing system. The importance of using application, not only WISPGate, But an application as a service provider is crucial now, because you guys understand that as much you add more subscriber to your system, handling them manually or through Excel sheet or Word or Microsoft Office is almost impossible. So you guys need an application for this, and not only WISPGate, there are some other applications though, by the way, but WISPGate is the most versatile and the cheapest solution in the market if you compare with the others. But definitely you need an application. So now there are two ways. You may need to use one of these applications like others or WISPGate, or you need to develop in-house you need to hire in-house developers to develop an application for you. An in-house application might be good because it's designed based on your requirement, but maintaining and updating that application would be a nightmare, because you have this developer now, but maybe 6 months later they would leave this company. And maybe they get the source code, or even if they keep the source code with you, you need to still deliver it to your next developer. Hiring local development team is a good option, but it's not available for most of the small or medium-sized ISPs. So you ended up using just an application. Better to use something cheap and customizable.
Okay. Gaje Emmanuel, you can ask a question. Gaje Emmanuel.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Honorable CEO, and thank you to our presenter. So listening to the presentation, so I would love to know, like you said, we can request after the training, we could request for like 1 month for the demo. So after the 1 month, what is the cost of sustainability of the platform?
Actually, you can check the website. Pricing is already on the website, and the pricing is only based on the subscriber count. We don't charge for any extra integration, for any feature or module you're going to use. The application comes as a full module. What you are paying is just about the number of subscribers. So right now, if you have 100 customers, you can just subscribe to the first package, which is the minimum package with 100 customers. As much you grow and you add more customers, then you upgrade your license as well. You don't need to go with thousands of subscriber level for now. You can start with the minimum package and gradually increase.
Okay, so does that mean like an ordinary person can subscribe to your system or to your platform, and they can become an ISP, like they can sell internet to people?
They can become an ISP. If they are an ISP, they are actually the end user of this application to use it. But they can also resell it to other ISPs, because we have reseller campaign in here. If you guys working for, maybe you don't have an ISP for yourself, but you're working with an ISP, you're offering consultancy or support to another ISP, so you guys also can give them, and we are offering up to 10% monthly commission to our sales partners in different countries. Imagine, Olano, for example, PowerNet in Liberia. Although in Liberia we have a couple of ISPs, including a Spectrum, and now we are in talk with Liptelco. But just imagine, PowerNet in Liberia, you introduce WISPGate to PowerNet. PowerNet gives us, for example, $500 a month for that package. 10% of that goes to the reseller, who's Olano, until the end of the contract. As much they pay us monthly, continue to pay us monthly, we also include that 10% sales margin to our sales partner.
Okay, so if you're not taking anything, you can take that as a benefit for today.
It's a kind of side income, yes, passive income.
So just find a company and get in touch and get a 10% every month. You don't have to become probably a technical person. So that's one of the benefits. Thank you so much, Mani. But I think we're going to take the last person.
Okay.
Chas F. Ninswa. We're going to take the last.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the presentation. So my question here is, to run the system, can I only run it with the routers, or I need something like a Ubiquiti unifier and other things? Or can I just only router, for an example? Maybe I want to configure a Starlink. And I want to use the Starlink router and just configure the entire system, or I need to get Ubiquiti other system as well.
Yes. We have many
the physical components.
Starlink, yes. Especially in Africa, in Sudan, we have a customer using Starlink in very rural areas. Just provide the Starlink station and have only one Mocratic router. Out of your Starlink network, you just need one MacroTik router, even a $30 cheap one, Hab, Higgs, anything cheap, you can use it. You just need one MacroTik router. More than that, Starlink at every site, you just need one MacroTik router. Can be even a cheap one, like $20 router.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mani. And it was a great time having you here with us. And I hope to see you when I get to Liberia.
Sure. I hope to see you soon again. And everyone else, thank you guys. Thanks for your attention and your time in this meeting. Hope to see you guys again soon.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. So let me check for the second speaker. Meanwhile, you could still be giving in your thank you messages to the speaker. And let me check for the second and the last speaker for today. One of the speakers for tomorrow joined, and he thought he was speaking today. So I told him, no, he was speaking tomorrow. So he's not here again. Oh, Willie, speaker Willie, if you're there, probably using different name, because I can't find you here on the list. So Willie, if you're there, probably using different name, please let me know. Okay, I'll have to. Means I have to go online and check with him. Willie, are you there? So we should be having the next speaker. That's Willie, who's going to drill through the next 1 hour and so. But I have to switch. So permit me to go online and see if I can get him. To know, probably he has some difficulties because you don't have WeChat, so I have to go on WhatsApp. This is okay. Let me see if I can use my computer to check WhatsApp. Yeah, but if you're just joining us, welcome. This is the first day of the program, and we're going to take, as while we're waiting for the speaker, we're going to open the floor to take questions in case you have. Maybe you have other questions about the program, you joined a little bit late, so you can have the chance to ask a question. Just use the feature of raising hand, go to React, and then you will see the option of raising hand. Samran, your hand is up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can
May
go
I
ahead.
ask? Hello? Are you
Okay,
audible?
hello. Yes,
Hello?
you can go ahead.
Sir, my question is that as a CA student, I am pursuing as well as BCom. So what are the technical skills or tools should I focus on now so that I can successfully merge accounting with technology in the future?
You say you are a computer science student, right?
No, not at all. I am chartered accountant student. So how can I merge with the technology?
But what you have to do is to find probably softwares within your areas that are useful. For example, maybe QuickBooks.
Sir,
QuickBooks
have you
there are
any
other software.
knowledge regards chartered accountancy?
No, I'm not aware of that software. Probably it's mostly for those doing accounting. But there are other accounting softwares that you can use. It don't have to be technical related, but there are other software that you can first master, and then when you get to any company, you might find it useful. For most companies, they use the most common ones. So it's better to find the most common and familiar ones and try to practice on them before learning on specific things, because there are some software that are specific to bigger companies. So you don't have access to them, or you don't have the probably the environment to even practice on them. So you can use the common ones that are available and accessible to everyone and try to practice on them first. Or you can also take courses, maybe on Coursera or edX or Udemy, on specific softwares that are related to your major. And once you can, even some of the courses, when you are doing them, they will also introduce some platforms or system and softwares that you can use or that you get familiar with doing that training. And with that, it might be useful for another company because every company has their own platform, their own software, their own system. So that would be my recommendation, to do more trainings and also to explore different financial related softwares. And for those of us that just joined, okay. For those of us that just
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I got it. Thank you.
okay. So for those of us that just joined, the program is going to go for 6 days. That means we have to attend 5 of the 6 days or all of the 6 days for us to be qualified to get a certificate. If you attend 3 or 2 days or 4 days, you might not be qualified to get a certificate. At the end of the program, we're going to give out certificates, attendance to each of us, but we just do it on a general platform and send it in the WeChat group and in the WhatsApp group. So if you are not in the WeChat group or if you are not in the WhatsApp group, then you can scan the QR code. I'm going to share my screen again so that you can take a screenshot of the real platforms. And thereafter, we're going to, I'm still trying to buy time to see if I can get a speaker for today. He was responsive. He was responsive, but I don't know why he just lost. So I'm going to share my screen and then you can try to take a screenshot of the very important things. And thereafter, if we can get a speaker for today, we will call it a day because I was not prepared to even teach or lecture today. So we'll call it a day and then we're going to make that up for another day. Maybe one of these other days, we're going to make it up for you guys, not to take up much of your time here. I would love to help to lecture a little bit, but I didn't prepare anything specific, and neither did I even rehearse. All right, so what we'll do is this. Let me first try to see if I can get him. If I cannot get him, then we're going to just do some basic things, okay? But if you have any question, meanwhile, about the program or any other thing you need to clarify, you can unmute yourself and speak, or you can raise your hand and then ask your question if you have any question. Emmanuel, you can go ahead. Emmanuel Gadget, you can go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. So it's not like a question, but I'm seeing like the volunteer, most of their messages people should write type in a real name. So what would be the effect if I do not use my real name to join? How will it affect me?
Okay, so with that, number
Like
one,
maybe I have
we're going to share
like
the attendance. Yeah, individually how it will affect you is the attendance record that will be shared is going to capture the name of everyone that are here. So for example, maybe you are using iPhone, or the name right now here is iPhone, and we don't know who is iPhone. There might be so many iPhone users. So how can we tell if that was actually you? Maybe 2 persons claim that, oh, that was me, I was using iPhone. and how can we differentiate? So if we can, that means you are not going to be recorded for that day attendance. And if you're not recorded for that day attendance, then it's going to affect your chance of getting the certificate, because only people that will attend 5 of the 6 days or all of the 6 days, those are people that are going to be qualified to get a certificate. So that's mainly the issue. And also, we already have the name of other people that have registered. We can cross-check that. Some people actually joining now, but they didn't register. So in order for us to at least keep track of you, though you never register, is to at least use your real name. And once the attendance record is shared, at the end of the day, you can tell us, oh yeah, from day 1, this was me, this 2 day was me. That way we can be able to at least authenticate your attendance. So that's the reason why they are encouraging you to use your real name. It's going to be easier for us because at the end of every day, they have to cross-check these things. Most times when you attend some other programs, they usually delay a certificate to give you probably after a week or after many days. But what we try to do is to give your certificate at the end of the last day. And that work is complex because we have to first cross-check the attendance and then generate the certificates before we can upload it to the server and then try to even test to see if it's accessible through the website. So it's a lot of work back and forth. So to just make our work easier, just change your name. That's the only part. Any other question before we move on? I still cannot see the speaker here. So I'm going to switch my audio to my other computer. Okay. And probably see if I can. Okay. Oops. All right. Please confirm if you can hear me. I've switched from my phone to my computer.
Yeah, I'm getting you loud.
Okay. So if we can get a speaker, then I'm going to use my computer maybe for just 30 minutes so that we can learn something different, that our time here will not be wasted. Any other question, if you have, pertaining to the program or any other thing you need to understand before we start? Let me go on WhatsApp and see if I can get the speaker. Yeah, go ahead. Usman?
Please, can I be heard?
Yes.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. In our previous programs, I learned you gave us link to be downloading some software. So I don't know whether this time around we'll be downloading, or maybe the link has been sent earlier and I didn't get, or maybe we are not going to use any software.
We are going to use RStudio. So far, best of my knowledge, we're going to use RStudio for the data analysis part, and that would be my session on data analysis. So we're going to use RStudio. You can also download the RStudio from the TIT website, or you can even search for it yourself, and you should be able to download it as well. So the other speakers have not informed me of any specific software, so we won't be using anything as of now. If there will be any, I will let you know before the session.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question? All right, so there's no question. Let's see.
Yeah, Olano.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, bro.
Good evening.
I also suggest that for every day, you maybe try to share the agenda, Like, what are the necessary topics that are going to be treated for each day? I don't know.
We would love to do such, but number one is if we tell you, like, for example, the person who is speaking today is going to be speaking on brain surgery, and maybe you don't like anything of such, you might not come. It's also going to put people in different positions. Though you want to know what will be taught for that day, but it's expedient that you come and meet what we have for that day, because there might be some changes in between. And if we tell you you're going to expect this and you come, you don't expect it, it also has some other implications. So we try to keep that as a secret or as a surprise, not technically secret, as a surprise. And then once you join, you can be able to get what we have for that day. But we'll take that into consideration and see what we can do about it. Alex, you can go ahead, Alexander.
Yes, good evening to everyone attending the program tonight. Good evening to the CEO also. So, Honorable CEO, I want to know, is there a procedure of downloading the software for the data analysis you just spoke about?
The downloading aspect is just the matter of clicking, because we have extracted the link and everything and put it on TIT website. So we created a button there. All you have to do is just click on that button and you should be able to download the software. Maybe the only challenge you might have, if it's the first time, would be the integration of Arrow into the Arrow Studio. So you first have to download the Arrow. Arrow is the language. If you probably heard about programming languages. So Arrow is like one of them. Arrow is the language. And then Arrow Studio is the environment that we're going to be using to read all of our codes or see our graphs or see whatever analysis we're going to be doing. So you need to download Arrow and also download the Arrow Studio. And then you first install the Arrow and then later on install the Arrow Studio, such that once you finish with the Arrow and you are installing the Arrow Studio, it can be able to identify any Arrow that you already have on the system or on your system or on your computer. There's another way also, even if it don't identify it, there's another way also for you to still use a specific Arrow that you have. But we'll cover that. We'll cover that probably before the class, or we'll send the message in the video groups. I think I support that. Yeah, we'll share that message before the Arrow session as to what you need to do and probably how you need to go about it pertaining to the Arrow. We shared that before on the last class. And for those of you just joining that don't have it, we'll also share that information again to you.
Okay, I think it'll be better if you do maybe a video of the process of installations of the Arrows and the Arrow Studios like that. I think it will help a lot.
Okay, all right, we'll try to do so.
Okay, sir, thank you.
All right. Unfortunately, I can't get the speaker, so I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave WhatsApp and get back here on. In case he comes back, maybe he will join. Okay. So officially, we're going to end the meeting, and those that want to stay to probably learn other things, you can stay. But let's first officially end the meeting, because we will also be sharing this thing live and elsewhere. So let's keep it as professional as possible. And then we're going to continue with whatever other sessions we have. So let's do our attendance before we leave. Before you leave, please, let's do our attendance. We should be out of here by 9:30, so we still have an hour and 20 minutes. So you stay in your legal time, or you stay in your legal house. Okay, so you can turn on your camera if you are in a better position. Mel, I'm going to mute your camera because you don't have a shot on, Mel Gibson. Okay, so let's do our attendance. As always, you don't know which screen you are on. So just stay in that position you are in for the next few minutes until probably I tell you that we are done. Because if you change, Mason Yomi, good to see you. It's been a long time. If you change your position, we might not be able to capture you. And please, at this point in time, we encourage everyone not to post or share any message before you cover somebody's name. Those that have been here understand the other part. So don't share any message right now until we are done with it. I'm taking the first string. You can just keep your video on. If your video is on, if your video is not on, just also stay in that position for the next few minutes so that we can get done. Just, oops. Just a minute, just a minute. A1. Okay, I'm about to take the second screen. And thank you for joining today. And sorry that we can't get the other speaker. He was very responsive and prepared for today. I have not as well. Please, no message right now. You might be covering somebody's name. And video is also going to be shared on YouTube. So you can always go back there and see if you were in attendance for that day. Ooh, I didn't see that folder. Okay. I'm done with the second screen. I'm going to on the next one. We will soon be out of here for the day. Can I just see now? Okay, I'm taking the, oh, we still have other screens. It's 190 plus person online. So just bear with us. Let's do it quickly. Okay, I'm taking the fifth string. Please don't move. Please don't turn camera on. Please don't turn it off. Because you might change position from one string to another. And just in case you don't see yourself, at about this time, maybe it's advisable also that you just take screenshot of yourself, reflecting the time on your phone or on your computer, so that maybe if we say you are not captured, you have something to add about this time. So please show the time on your phone or the time on your computer so that it can support your argument. Because we have one lawyer as a volunteer. When he you have to go to his court first to explain why and how you were not there. He didn't do that. Okay, so I have two more, and then we'll be done. Those that have to leave, you can leave. Those that want to stay and discuss and probably get through with what we have for you as a little compensation for today, you can stay. Okay, I think I've gotten all of them. Best to my knowledge, I will just, for the sake of the recording and YouTube, I will just skip through the screen one more. So one, oh, somebody was being blocked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, thank you so much. I'm going to stop recording and